Six+ years, that's how long this crazy epic 606-mile bike ride has been waiting in the wings. What began as a simple dream of cycling through the Baltic States slowly evolved into a very personal, 3-part expedition: Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia. It is far from just a bike ride. We are 3 friends of Jewish descent, and this is a deeply personal exploration, a glimpse into our past and our heritage. The original plan was for me to ride solo through the Lithuanian shtetls of my grandmothers Leah and Golda. Both grandmothers managed to leave Lithuania separately before the horrific events of World War II. But the rest of their respective families who stayed behind perished. The plan was to visit the shtetls and stop by to pay my respects at the mass graves where the stories abruptly ended. About a year ago, 2 friends agreed to join me on this adventure. Both are named Eric. Yet as Cycling Eric, to differentiate from Support Driver Eric, joined the journey, history revealed an amazing story, perhaps a Hollywood film in the future. As we also are retracing the steps of Cycling Eric's mother, Aviva, who was just a 2-year-old baby during the war. In a desperate attempt to save her from the Nazis, her parents handed her over to a Christian woman for safekeeping. Terrified of the risk, that woman abandoned the baby. Luckily, a local high school girl, Constancia, found her and brought her home to her farming family, who raised the baby as their own, risking everything to keep Aviva safe. Years later, that brave high school girl grew up, married, and named her very first daughter after the baby she saved. So yes, we are here for an epic bike ride across 3 stunning countries. But beyond the miles, we are riding to remember, to honor, and to connect. Welcome to Baltic 606. Welcome to our story. As you already heard, this is a very special trip that originally I was supposed to go on in June of 2020. But as the pandemic hit, I had to postpone it. Well, allow me to introduce the Baltic 606 team. First, Eric, the other cyclist. He's the guy with the wings behind him. Next, wearing the blue jacket, is another Eric, Eric E. He's my wife's close high school friend, who is our trusted support driver and the fabulous lunch spot locator. This trip is of special importance to my riding buddy Eric. His mom was rescued by Lithuanian farmers during World War II. She was only 2 years old. And later this afternoon, we are to meet with the researcher at the Gaon Museum who is compiling the file about this case.
Are people into going to the market?
Before heading to the museum, we are heading to the food market, where one can find every possible food one can imagine. Definitely some Soviet influence.
interesting.
It is now time to leave the food market and head to the Gaon Museum in Vilnius, where we are to meet with Gintara, the senior researcher who's been studying Aviva's file. Aviva is Eric's mom.
So here you can see presidents of ours at the time. And yes, Constantia, yes.
Constancia is the high school girl who found Aviva and brought her to her farming parents.
And the family. Note on the photo they found out that it's advocate.
Very nice.
Next, we are heading to the Holocaust Museum and a private tour by Alexandra, who's going to give us a tour with a concentration on my grandmother's shtetls, Kelme and Seda.
Between Nazi Germany and the north and the east and the west, wherever, or next to their homes. So imagine Christian Lithuanians. Only Lithuanians, no Russians, no Belarusians.
Our next stop was the town of Kaunas, or Kovna as it's known in Yiddish. We went back to the airport to rent a car, and then we quickly exchanged it in the Kaunas airport to a slightly larger vehicle. From our hotel, we continued to the promenade, the main street in Kaunas, for a quick bite. Look up, what do you see? We stopped by the memorial for Romas Kalanta, the guy who set himself up in fire in 1972 to protest the Soviet regime. On our way to the Choral Synagogue in Kaunas. At the synagogue, there were signs that showed the dates of the mass massacres in each one of the little towns, including the two little towns where my grandmothers came from. We met Moshe, the custodian of the synagogue, a lovely person who was very caring and guided us upstairs to see the museum. From the synagogue, we made our way to the 9th fort, where some of the most horrendous mass killings had taken place. So this is the property that used to be owned by who?
My grandfather.
For dinner, we walked over to Old Town, an exceptionally charming area, for some traditional Lithuanian cuisine.
It's Friday.
Happy Shabbos.
Shabbat shalom.
While our epic bike ride is only to start tomorrow, today we are in the car on our way to Vilnius to meet with the descendants of Konstantia, the high school girl who brought Aviva, Eric's mom, home to her farming parents. Liana, Regina, Lauris, Eric, Saulus. Okay, thank you.
And the story.
Went and found Aviva.
Yes, and she lived near the school. And
Our first stop was to see the house where both the original lady who took Aviva for safekeeping and Konstantia lived at. Next, just around the corner, was the high school that Konstantia attended.
walking by if someone took her.
We drove to the local mass grave where they commemorate the dead and the rescuers, including Konstantia and her family. We got back in the car and drove to where the farm used to be. This is the oak tree where the farm used to stand.
Then they came back here.
This is the cemetery where Ona was laid to rest. Ona is Konstantia's mom, the lady who actually took Aviva in. So this is the building where Virginia was born. It was a school. Her parents were teachers at the school and they lived at the second floor. Virginia was Konstantia's eldest daughter, the one who was named after Aviva. The high school girl who is responsible for the rescue. And she is buried next to her dad. Before heading to lunch, we had to stop by the nearby Russian enclave. Absolutely fascinating. At lunch, Regina, Konstantia's daughter, brought some pictures to share.
This is some of
Including this one of Konstantia being honored by the President of Lithuania. Next, it was Eric's turn to share some pictures. Okay, I must come clean. I insisted on dessert, so we went to this fabulous ice cream place. After a moving and magical day, it was time for goodbyes.
Užmerkiu akis ir saulę regiu, per nugarą tau nubėga lietus, tu jo neklausyk, jis kalba niekus. Medžiai priglaus ir daina niuniuos, kol vėjas tave į skruostą bučiuos, jei tik reikės, tu jam pasiguos. Tik pažadėk, kad nesustosi, aš tau dainuosiu, kol naktis praeis. Sustok akimirką, jei pavargai, vis tiek neužsibūsim amžinai. Tau pasieksiu pasaką.
Hello, Kelme. Have a great time.
So this is it. 6 years in the making, and we are now officially on our way to Kelme, Lithuania. Woo! Yeah, and I'm here with Eric. Hey Eric, come say hi. Hello. Hold on. Come in front of me a little bit. Woo! There you go, here's Eric. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning, Ofer.
You're gonna have to speak a lot louder for this camera.
Good morning, Ofer.
There we go.
Hi, John.
Hey, John. John, how come you're not riding here? Well, we are approaching the town of, how do you say it? Rasenai or something like that. That is our first turn towards the road that leads to Kelme. And both Eric and I, as you may have seen, are riding on Bike Fridays.
Alpaca.
And a New World Tourist. Okay.
We're on the way to Kelme.
So we are almost at our first destination. We are headed to the Jewish cemetery in Kelme, which is separate than the mass grave, which we'll head to a bit later. So this is the cemetery of the community that used to live here. So we're actually we entered through the back of the cemetery. If you notice, there are gravestones all around. The grass is overgrown, but there's even one right here. I'm gonna go over and check some of them out. Continuing now to the mass grave site that is on the other side of town. I think it's this path right here. The route has been taking us through the Christian cemetery of Kelme. This is the road to the mass grave just outside of downtown Kelme. Our next stop is where the marketplace or the center of the shtetl used to be. Allegedly there's some sort of a marker there, a plaque, and we're on our way to locate it. I have a hand-drawn map that I will add that shows the various businesses that existed in the shtetl. My grandmother's family had a candy store in that general area.
Is that why you like candy so much?
That's why I like candy so much, exactly.
Oft nur wer gebeten, sei mein, ich schied dich Gott mit Gott. Ich bin der Boris fin ganzen Städte, leg dein Kapzon ich Kleider, wart, aber ich mag, mach ich dich, ich will gar von dir, gar a kleinem Naden, sollst du sich vor mir abschmaden, in meine Palazzen.
We're looking for the plaque, should be on the left side. We may have passed it. It should be right here somewhere. So this is where the shtetl used to be. We are right at the center where the synagogue used to be, which is where this sign is at. And the main intersection is where this light is. And so the candy store couldn't have been too far away. It was somewhere around here. Pretty crazy. So this is the main street of where the shtetl used to be. most of the buildings, or 100% of the buildings, are pretty much gone. By the hand-drawn map, if I'm interpreting it correctly, the Krubelnik house should be more or less where this greenhouse is on the left. So the location is more or less around this part of town, this part of this street. It's okay. We're gonna make the first right. This is super cool. You know, it's at the end of this street, but I don't see any condominiums. Maybe it's a smaller building.
In mein Städtel steht a Stiebel mit a grünem Dach, mit a grünem Dach. Und a rund dem Stiebel wachsen Bäumelach a Sach, und a rund dem Stiebel wachsen Bäumelach a Sach. Und mein Tate mit mein Mama Freudelei mit mir, Freudelei mit mir. Schon a lange Zeit wir wollen dorten alle vier. Schon a lange Zeit wir wollen dorten alle.
So these structures are shtetl structures. Seriously.
Fort mein Tate auf Jariden, alle Jahren seine, bringt de Tate uns Matones.
Good morning. Well, day 2 of the ride is taking us from Kelme to Seda, roughly 60 miles, and the hope is to stop for lunch by a town that is on a lakeside and meet the other Eric. So that's where we're heading. It really is a beautiful day. We totally lucked out with the weather. Initially it was supposed to rain, but all I see is blue skies. Can't complain.
Pocket busy lake Danay. Und mein Mama nimmt die Ehre, ist das am Meufis, ist das am Meufis. Setzt darauf die Hund auf See, hat sie kleine Eufis. Setzt darauf die Hund auf See, hat sie kleine Eufis.
So, today is day 2 of the riding, and as I said, we're riding to the town of Seda. Yesterday we were in Kelme, which is the town of my paternal grandmother Golda, and today we're riding to the town of my maternal grandmother, Grandmother Leah. I'm very excited. Both towns were really majority Jewish before the war, and it'd be interesting to visit it. Amazing looking church, huh? I'm gonna ride slowly forward.
In Dunkelheit ich sitze allein und einsam wie ein Stein. Man moje redet, man Gedanken rauscht, zerbrochen in sich selbst am Tod.
Every inch. So far we've both biked every inch.
Yes.
This is colder than I'm used to riding, but it's not bad. And are we colder than I'm used to riding, but it's not bad.
Welche Satz ich gein, nicht amul kann ich bleiben stein. Es drückt mir ins bitter offen Herz. Wie ich kiek, seh ich nur geuschig schwarz. Wie kriegt man von dem schweren Platze raus? Ich halt es nicht aus. Mehr zusammen in der Tinkel. Man brider nur was ihr so. Bist nicht der einzigste in dem Plug. Jeder hat sich sein eigenen Last. Dem schweren Tag, wenn auf ein Herz es rast. Zeiten, wenn die Lichtigkeit ist versteckt.
So we are just leaving the forest where the mass grave is. This was unexpected. I mean, this particular mass grave, we were unaware of it, and very moving. Just to see the place here in the forest, you know, where people were taken from the nearby town and basically murdered, were shot into a ditch. Just incredible. Super sad. I really don't know what else to say.
So we just biked into a remote ravine in the middle of nowhere, just off the road to a mass grave site. There are thousands around Europe and hundreds probably in Lithuania of Jews that were led out some remote spot, asked to dig their graves, and shot.
Very moving. Wow.
And being able to bike out there,
Yeah.
it's powerful.
We are entering the town associated with that mass grave we were just at. This is the town where the local Jews were rounded up and taken to that forest. That's quite the church. Not sure it's working. Hello.
How was this morning's ride?
Awesome.
Wonderful. Look where we are.
I see it.
Hello.
Leaving our lunch spot, our cheese lunch spot, and heading to Seda. This is the entrance to the village of Seda. So this is the town center. I think this is where the shtetl used to be, but we're gonna come back here. I haven't seen that yet. That's good catch.
Oh, it's like in someone's yard.
Yeah. This is the main square of Seda with very few older structure. Here is one that is certainly from that era. I am now just outside of the main square of Seda, heading to the old houses that most likely were part of the shtetl. back to the town square to head over to the next town over.
Well, good morning. Is it morning?
It's evening.
Evening. Where are we?
Monai.
Manai?
In
Okay.
Good morning. Well, another glorious morning. No rain, which is wonderful. And heading today, I'm not sure I can say the names of the towns. It's too challenging, but something like Klaipeda to another town in Latvia this time. So I'll be crossing the border. And that one is, I don't know. It starts with L, but I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Anyway, it's anywhere from 60 to 70 miles depending on the route I'm gonna end up taking, and I'm gonna be riding along the coast, so I'm quite excited. Encountering the first sign of EuroVelo 10. Pretty cool. I'm currently riding parallel to the coast. However, as there is a thick forest to my left, there is no evidence whatsoever of water, sand, or anything. I didn't get it on camera, but I just saw a small herd of wild boars, like 5 or 6 of them, big ones. They were just to my right, and then I startled them and they ran into the forest. So I've just arrived in the town of Palanja, or similar, and I'm gonna be on the lookout for a coffee shop. It'd be nice to do a little espresso stop, as I have plenty of time and want to take it easy on my calf muscle. I was somewhat hopeful that along the coast here on EuroVelo 10 we'll be done with these mass graves, but not really. Wow, very moving, kind of sad, scary, moving, I don't know what to say. Anyway, I'm back on the route now and on my quest to get a cup of coffee. We'll see what happens. Okay, some gravel never hurt anyone, I guess. Done with gravel, and now on the A13 leading me up north. So this is my destination town for today, Liepoja. I think I'm approaching the border with Latvia. I'm not sure. I see some flags that seem to be that way. We'll see in a minute.